This is the Real Good Procast with your hosts, Declan DeBarb, Ian Blumenthal, and Marshall Heath.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Real Good Procast. My name is Marshall Healy, and joining me, as always, on my left is Ian Blumenthal.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing?
And on my right, Declan DeBarb.
How we do, baby?
Oh my God!
That's how we're gonna start things. That's how we're gonna
At least
start
you don't
things.
start it like what's it called? You know, your mom's house podcast. It's the one with Tom Segura and his wife, and like every intro they have is like a minute and a half long. It's always like wah, 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 and like it's like super ridiculous. So at least we're not that.
No, I mean, it's also we're not Bill Simmons starting everything, but first, Pearl Jam. So, you know, we're not that cool, but someday we might.
And here's Wonderwall.
Thanks for ruining everything with an acoustic car guy.
Go get your guitar. And go get your guitar.
No.
Do you play guitar?
Just
play-
Wonderwall. Just Wonderwall.
Okay. 'Cause
Like 10 songs.
does Seb play something?
Seb plays bass.
Because I play guitar, so like we have a real jam session one day. Declan, you sing, right?
Nah, sure. Can I sit there and hit the wall and
Well, we already record a podcast. Like, we can start recording music, too.
Oh yeah, this will be a
We got
full-fledged
mics for it and
media
everything.
empire
Guys,
someday.
We got the soundboard. Prestige worldwide.
Wide.
Why?
Wide.
Investors.
Possibly you. Okay, let's maybe
We're
go
into-
to hockey a little bit.
Well, no, just because we're into August. Summer's winding down. Days are getting shorter. In fact, a New York weather app pissed people off because apparently sun is now setting before 8 o'clock in New York. So that's how you know summer's getting to the end. So how are summers going for everybody?
Man, summer's kind of hype, but I also wake up at like 5 in the morning every day. So not that hype.
Golf course life?
Golf course life. I used to wake up at 4. Now it's like 4:30.
Yeah, my cousin used to do a golf course. It was like 12 days on, 2 days off. Repeat.
We do 5 and 7. Like, we get 2 days off a week, which is nice. But it's also just like I'm so tired all the time because I finish work at like 1:30.
Do you cut? Do you whippersnip?
I do a lot of things. Like, I change holes.
Okay, that's
rake
actually
bunkers.
sweet. Yeah.
Like, that's because in the morning you do like one job. So I either do like changing holes or like
That's the
raking all the
best job.
bunkers, which is like your morning job, and then your second morning job because it's not really an afternoon because it's 9 o'clock in the morning after 4 hours of work already. And then you do something else. So like you either whippersnip, like do random shit around the golf course, like just maintenance stuff.
I know there are some country clubs, like the higher end places, where if you're like under 25, all you do 7 hours a day is whippersnip, and that would suck.
No, yeah. Well, like I get to use like machines and stuff because I'm competent. But like if you're
Fair
not
enough.
competent, they're not going to train you on a lot of the machines because they just want you to do like literally last year apparently there was these 2 guys that they hired at the course I'm at they were so incompetent. All they did all day was whippersnip.
That would
Which is-
absolutely suck.
I know, man. Like for my first week there, I whippersnipped like a decent amount. I was like, man, this sucks ass because it's so loud all the time. And you're like, meh. I mean, it's like I just like don't want to do it. No, you're standing around, you can't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
When you do a job where you're like doing physical labor, but it's with somebody else and you can talk, it's easy shit. Like it's a good day.
Yeah, like it makes the day go by faster, whereas
Yeah.
just 7 hours straight that. I know that my cousin did hole changing a lot, and he also like he would get the side eye from a lot of like regulars, like, why did you put that pin there? That sucks. And then for other times where it's like a tournament, it has to be like dead center easy as possible, or club championships where like the pro goes out with him. He shows him where to do it.
Really?
And then because my cousin was a member, he also then played in the club championships. So he knew where all the pins were. Now,
okay.
it didn't make
It
it
doesn't-
didn't make a difference,
difference.
but it just he had that like 1% extra edge.
No, I know, but sometimes like I get free golf, right?
Yeah, that's sweet.
But so that's like kind of the reason why I'm doing it because it's so hype. I just started golfing this summer, but like now I like it a lot. It's super fun, and it's honestly like such a relaxing time because you don't really do that much. You just like hit a ball like towards. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
After work, the thing I've done the most this summer is golf, and I so love golf.
You can come to my golf course. You can golf 18 for I think $20.
That's a very good deal. Can we bring you to a mini putt or something, Declan?
Guys, I will come and I'll drive the cart around only if you ply me with beer and vodka all day. That sounds like a good day.
All we do is buy beer from like the cart girls that go around, and like we know them because like we work there, so like we know who they are, and it's like super hype because we're like, yo, what's up? Like can we get like sandwiches and a beer? Yesterday I chugged 2 beers while playing.
You're sick, buddy.
I know.
My cousin is hosting a tournament, and he has unlimited mulligans, but there's a catch. If you take the mulligan, someone in the group has to chug a beer. And there's pairs.
Yeah.
But what you could do is the guy that is taking the shot does not have to be the one that chugs the beer. So you can have one guy just hammering back 15 beers.
Oh, and the other guy just takes mulligan after mulligan?
Yeah,
That's
so
hilarious.
you can do that if you want, if you like. And so he hasn't done it yet, but like it's really, coming up, so it's interesting. I want to see how that goes.
That's cool because, like, as much as you're saying, like, oh, you can just have unlimited mulligans if you're good at drinking, but
someone might die. So
yeah, but like. Also, if you're the guy trying to play too, like the more you drink, the harder it's gonna get to play.
No, for sure. For sure.
It was so funny. A mulligan, for the people that don't know, and Declan,
yeah.
is when you pretty much get like a free shot.
Oh, okay.
Like a free draw.
I was completely confused. And
or is it off the tee also?
Yeah, well...
no, there's a new rule off the tee this year. It's new, that you lose 2 strokes if you lose your ball off the tee, and then you go play it from where you lost it, like in the tree line or water.
Yeah, but
it's now 2
but you
strokes
can still
to 1.
But you can still do like OB and hit from there.
Yeah, hit again, and then it's only 1 loss.
So it depends on how good the shot was, but in mulligans, you can be anything. There's also like a breakfast ball thing. Was like if it's like the first hole and you hit a bad tee shot, you can just redo it.
Yeah.
But you know who could use a mulligan in life right now?
Who?
Paul Fenton. Paul Fenton. He
just a freebie.
He has had a wild ride with the Wild, and
most of it his own doing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's not really like a wild ride. It's just like do dumb shit and then like get fired.
Yeah. Also, before we continue, I just want to shout out Golf Town. Send the check. We're gonna we'll start a little golf corner.
And TaylorMade.
I'll sit here confused.
Yeah, and
it's good for the off season.
Yeah, and TaylorMade. I know you sponsor the Rubber Boots podcast with James Duthie, but hey, what about us?
What about Callaway?
Yeah.
Like,
send the check to the Real Gud Procast at gmail.com.
At this
Can we
point,
send a check?
We accept e-transfers.
At this point, I'll take Pinnacle if that's what matters. That's like the shitty golf balls.
So it's like the Pabst Blue Ribbon of golf balls.
Yeah.
Stephen Smollett.
I say Top Flight's more Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Top Flight. I have Top Flight clubs because like I'm just using old clubs that my grandma gave me, so they're like beginner stuff. But it's kind of jokes.
You'll get
because like all my buddies have like nice ass clubs, and I'm just like chilling.
Do you shoot left or right?
Top Flight, right.
Okay, well, I was gonna say if you shot left, then you could have shared mine when we called.
Well, because Canada has the most left-handed golfers of any country in the world because of hockey.
Yeah.
Because everyone that shoots left in like hockey, like because you learn to shoot left a lot.
What about Russia?
There's more people that play hockey in Canada than in Russia.
And then there's more golfers, thus.
And there's also more golfers in Canada.
There's more golf.
How many Russian golfers do you know?
There's more golf.
There's Miliskiev. He's my favorite golfer. He hits those balls real far.
It helps that we have it helps that we have a lot of land, but Canada has more golf courses per capita than any country in the world.
Ooh, on the coast, like BC and like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, those places have the nicest golf courses.
Cabot Links is a bucket list for me on Nova Scotia. That's like.
Guys,
like,
we've done 8.5 minutes on golf.
So?
Yeah, it's a hockey podcast, so it's off season.
It's August. What do you think Carmen Dave's doing right now? He's probably gearing up in Edmonton or Calgary.
Every single hockey player is playing golf probably today.
Alexander
it's a Sunday.
Ovechkin. You think he's out on the course shooting golf?
Yeah, with
probably.
Putin.
Have you seen him? Like, just him and Putin chilling
on
the course.
Him, Putin,
chugging brewskis.
Mao Zedong.
They do a polo golf hybrid where they ride horses shirtless and try to hit the golf ball that way. It's great fun. I really suggest you guys check it out.
Sponsored by Smirnoff.
The way they drive is really cool. They run from way behind the tee and then they crank the ball.
I mean, and you think Putin gets away with like the stuff that Trump does, where he like just
unlimited
throws the ball out to the fairway? That's my first stroke, guys.
Putin just writes 0 on his scorecard.
It's like, I got no strokes, and they all went in.
He's kind of like Kim Jong-il when he got like a hole-in-one on every single golf course the first time he played golf. That's an actual true story that they try to tell you.
And that he doesn't poop.
Yeah, he doesn't have a butthole and can talk to dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is this Kim Jong-il? No, I'm talking about ill. I'm talking about the dad. I'm talking about the dad.
Oh, Kim Jong-il?
Yeah.
Oh, Kim Jong-un is the other guy with the butt.
Yeah.
Thing.
I think they're both fucked up people.
Well, one's dead.
Well, one's dead, so.
Yeah, he can still be fucked up.
He was, but he's not anymore.
Bring this back. People who fucked up. Paul Fenton. do a little hockey on this podcast.
Oh, fuck it.
I just want to get your reaction on basically what Paul Fenton did and how bad it was in Minnesota.
Like, what do you mean by that? The worst thing that he did? Because
Like, is there just one story that stands out from his time there? It's like you should have just been fired for that alone.
Not scouting Victor Rask and trading Nino Niederreiter.
Like, I think the trade Nino Niederreiter is high up there on stupidity, but
and he traded Zucker.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He hasn't. He tried to.
Oh yeah, he tried to. He traded for Zuccarello.
No, that's Dallas.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking the wrong green team right now. I was going on the West Coast.
Wrong, irrelevant green team.
Man, I'm also playing franchise mode. All the teams are so different everywhere.
Wrong, irrelevant green team, Ian.
They're relevant in my franchise mode.
But, so there was just an issue also within culture and climate within the front office. Like, he had nobody that kind of, like, supported him. Fletcher fled. People that supported Fletcher left. Like, it was just a hectic area for him to attempt to manage a team, a professional team.
But also, like, it was the first time in 6 years that they didn't make the playoffs. His first season there.
A lot of the turmoil is coming down to him. There's a great article in The Athletic by Michael Russo. Whoever hasn't checked it out, I highly recommended it. Shows the whole background. Might be worse organization than the Fire Festival.
Well, yeah.
Oh, relevant information for documentaries that came out very recently.
But I mean, when you hear how leak obsessed he was, where he would try and fill all the holes on leaks when it was from Russo's reporting, outside sources that were giving him most of the information, where he would threaten to fire people who worked under him and this, that, and the other thing.
It's kind of like Lou Lamoriello, except unsuccessful.
Yeah, it's like shitty Lou Lamoriello.
Yeah, like we get it. Like with
it's like Donald Trump.
But it's like you have like Pierre Dorian and Kyle Dubas. They regularly text Darren Dreger and then say, hey, this is like, or whoever is in the organizations, but in Ottawa, I'm pretty sure it's Dorian, who will just be like, hey, Dreger, sources say this. And that you can do that and that's be fine. Or you can be like Lou Lamoriello and just have everything airtight. Worst case scenario is what happened with Fenton, where he wants to be airtight, but it's just leaking out the wazoo.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite hockey quotes ever came from this article, where Fenton was proud of his quote, 1-for-1 hockey trades. That's
oh my god, that's such old school hockey talk. It's like Don Cherry managing a hockey team in today's NHL. Imagine Don Cherry was a general manager of a hockey team.
There would be literally only Canadians and a handful of Americans.
And no Ruskies. And no soft sweets.
No commies.
Like, it literally would just be...
No soft-hearted pansies.
No one would celebrate on the ice. Everyone would be probably clean-shaven like Lou. That's a big one.
It would basically just take everything about John Tortorella and the worst thing about him.
Can you...
And I like Tortorella. I like him as a coach, but it just take all of his worst qualities, and that would be Cherry as a coach now.
We should put together Don Cherry's starting
lineup.
Starting lineup right here. So Tom Wilson's already starting. Don Cherry loves Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. He loves Crosby. Like, Crosby's gonna be on there.
Yeah, but McDavid. If he had a choice, he would choose McDavid because he's a good Ontario boy, isn't he?
Yeah, but McDavid doesn't block shots.
Yeah, McDavid doesn't play the defensive side as much as Crosby
Ontario
does.
versus Quebec Major Junior League. What are you going to choose there? Yeah, you see.
Are we doing five players to play, or are we doing like two line, or just like five,
no.
like a center, a left wing, a right wing, two defensemen, or like a power play unit? So any five guys.
No, his best three forwards, his best two defensemen, and his goalie.
I think he would choose McDavid over Crosby, personally.
I think he would do McDavid, Crosby, and probably Tom Wilson, like those three guys as like the starting line. Like
Ryan Reeves isn't an option.
Bergeron might replace Tom Wilson.
Oh
yeah, no, you have to have.
Bergeron cannot replace Tom Wilson.
Yeah, no, but he's from Boston.
He likes Tom Wilson, but like he loves Bergeron.
If you have played
I don't
for the
think
Bruins,
he likes Tom Wilson as much as he likes Bergeron, Crosby, or McDavid.
I'm pretty sure he thinks Ray Bourque is the second best defenseman to ever play. And I like Ray Bourque. He's not though.
Oh, are we doing all time? Or
no,
like
but that's just
playing?
current. He just loves Boston.
Would he have Zdeno Chara? That's the real question.
No, man, he's too. He knows he's too slow now.
Not in 2019.
At least he knows that.
Not in 2019.
Like maybe 3 years ago, I'd give it to him.
My question is, if he had to only choose one, Marchand, Bergevin, or Pasternak. This is Cherry, not you. If it was Cherry, who would he pick?
Bergeron, because he likes the two-way player better than
Yeah, but
any offensive player.
But Pasternak's like 5 years younger, isn't he?
He
at
wouldn't pick
least?
Pasternak.
Yeah, but-
Pasternak is not the player he would pick there.
No, it would either be Marchand or Bergeron, just because like
Marchand's not too French of a
this
name.
side of the ocean. What?
Marchand's not too French of a name for Cherry.
No, because he likes the way he plays. He likes him like he likes Tom Wilson.
Oh yeah, no,
Except Tom Wilson is from Ontario.
Yeah,
and
so he likes him
Wilson
more,
will
yeah.
actually fight. So
Bergeron will just hack at you.
Yeah.
Like Phil Kessel.
Bergeron will hack. Bergeron will pick you up from the bottom of the pile and make sure that you're all right. He'll get you a coffee and he'll get you a donut and then he'll sit you down in the corner with a blanket and make sure that everything's all right because that man is a saint.
Sit you in semi-sit position. Just make sure everything's okay. Just like treat for shock, dude. That's Bergeron with every player ever.
Yeah, so what are we saying? Tom Reeves? Or
Tom
Jesus.
Reeves.
Tom Wilson.
Ryan Reeves.
Tom Wilson with Patrice Bergeron
And Crosby.
Burns is defense.
and Crosby. Burns.
Okay. Burns and
Charlie McAvoy.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, he
that's
loves
defense.
Charlie
That's
McAvoy.
defense right there.
I would say he might have gone for Torrey Krug.
no.
Torrey Krug is
Now
too small and doesn't
McAvoy's
hit
better.
people.
Yeah, no, it's
But
definitely
like 2 years ago, he would have been Krug over McAvoy, but now it's definitely McAvoy.
McAvoy and Burns on D, and then Doughty if he wasn't wasn't older, but is Burns.
Actually, low key, it might be Burns and Doughty because he loves McAvoy, but like those guys are both like franchise players.
Yeah, but Doughty's old franchise.
But who
now.
throws the body?
But
Who
man,
gets into
Doughty's
those corners?
Doughty is what 28.
Yeah, something like
He's
that.
28 years old, maybe 29. I think he's 29.
He's much younger than you'd think.
Yeah, but he can't
'cause
be that
in,
young.
No, because in my franchise mode, he was still a 94 overall in 2025.
He turns 30 this year.
He turns 30 this year. As a defenseman, you can be a top 5 defenseman in the league until you're like 35.
Just look at Chara.
Exactly. Like one year it'll hit him where he slows down and he won't be able to be that level anymore. But not till he's like 35 to 37.
Well, Drew Doughty already had a kind of a slow
Yeah,
year.
he's
this
already-
year.
This year, but I don't think he's gonna continue on that slow. Man, one off year doesn't mean he's the old. Like he's only turning 30. As much as like that seems old, he's still a sick hockey player.
That's fair.
So who's in
Crosby's like what, 36? No, 33.
No,
that? I think
Crosby.
Crosby's 30.
Crosby is only 3 years older than Doughty. Doughty debuted in 08. Crosby debuted
Yeah.
in 05.
That's what I mean.
So
So
he's what, 32?
And
32.
Ovechkin's 33.
Ovi's a year older than Crosby.
Yeah.
But they debuted the same year because of the lockout.
Like
And-
they're still sick, and they're 33. And Crosby, I still think has like 3, 4, 5 more years in the tank of like sick hockey.
Yeah. And then in net.
Price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
Price.
way he's not picking Price because he knows he's like this is the next Carey Price. Every prospect he's always like this is the next Carey Price.
And Holtby is too liberal for
Yeah.
For-
too beard for him.
Holtby. He wears the hat. He goes and he plays guitar in
Whoa,
a
whoa,
field.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
but
whoa, whoa,
he doesn't
whoa,
like
whoa.
Donald Trump. So
but
so that's a no from Don Cherry.
but Henrik Lundqvist, he dresses sharp every guy, and that's a sharp dressed
Oh,
man.
Yeah, and he's on those just for
Yeah.
men things.
But he's not Canadian. He's a soft,
yeah, like
sweet.
he
But-
would pick Price or maybe Lundqvist be backup.
Yeah, Lundqvist be backup because
'Cause
he
he loves
likes a
Lundqvist.
good dressed guy.
I would say like
You
3
know
years
that-
ago Luongo would
You
have
know
been
that
backup.
Tim Thomas would be his backup goalie.
if he could be.
I think he's the goalie coach now. He's definitely the goalie coach.
I don't think he has been seen by a human being in
No,
years.
he and Kurt Schilling are like he and Kurt Schilling get along real great.
He's just Tim Thomas is off in the forest killing moose, living in his cabin.
Man, do you think he takes daily animal Snapchats at the golf course?
No, he doesn't believe in technology because that shit'll
Oh, yeah,
corrupt your
sorry.
mind.
No, he what's it called? He gets the disposable cameras
Yeah,
and
yeah.
develops them himself. Yeah, he has.
You know when you used to go on vacation, you used to bring like 4 of those when you were a kid?
And you would never develop any of the photos because you were like, I don't care enough.
When I was like 6 years old, me and my family we went on a Caribbean cruise, and my mom got me like 4 of the water ones.
How many pictures did you take?
She got me 4 of the waterproof ones. So I went underwater and I snapped photos of the ocean floor, and my mom got them developed. And she's like, "You made me pay like $15 for me to develop all of these photos of the ocean floor. Get the fuck out of here,
It's just
Declan."
sand. Like there's no reefs or anything. It's just sand.
Just sand.
You're such a dumb idiot. That's a classic kid Declan thing. I feel like Adam would do that now. Like he would do that now.
Now
Like,
with a DSLR.
yeah, he would put it in the water, like trying to take pictures.
I really want to meet your brother.
My little brother.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will one time. Adam is he's iconic.
Shout out to Adam, who's never listened to the podcast again because he didn't like the title of the last one.
Yeah, I sent him the thumbnail and he got upset immediately.
He's like, I'm not that stupid. Whatever. I'm not mad, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Do you boys have any final thoughts on Paul Fenton?
Fuck Paul Fenton.
Like,
Okay, well
man,
let's not
just like younger fucking Don Cherry.
We're just a couple of weeks late to the news, and also it's August, and I have no desire to talk about hockey.
He's such a
Okay,
dumb
let's
fuck.
very quickly do an actual hockey talk, and then we'll do the bullshit top 20 list and quiz. How's
Awesome.
that sound? Okay.
Ooh.
Very quickly, Tampa Bay signed 2 new guys, Shattenkirk and Declan. Do you want to take this one for me?
No, I really want to hear you say it.
Vasilevsky,
Yeah, there you go. Pretty close.
Vasilevsky.
Gorlami.
Dominic Coco.
Dominic.
Oh, bravo.
Bravo. Thank you.
Bravo.
Merci. So
Merci.
Yeah, different language. There.
no, I think they say Messi
No.
in the
No,
movie.
my people
That
don't
is-
In the
say
movie,
merci.
in the movie,
No,
I
he
think.
doesn't.
What does he
That's
say
not-
then?
that's not
0%.
Italian,
Oh,
it's
grazie,
French.
grazie,
Yeah,
grazie. Okay.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Correcto.
So
Correcto. Man, he's like, he speaks the third best Italian. I don't speak Italian.
Exactly. Start practicing. Shut your fucking mouth.
Exactly. The third best Italian.
why don't you shut your why don't you start practicing right now? Yeah. Okay. So Shattenkirk, 1 year, 1.75 million. Is that a good deal
Yes.
I think it's a
for
great deal.
for Tampa or for both?
Well, I like.
For Shattenkirk? Wait.
Okay, it's a good deal for Shattenkirk. It's a good deal for Tampa. Good deal for both.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, like,
yes.
Can we also just appreciate that Tampa Bay is a fucking magical team and that they don't have to play by the rules of everybody else?
How the fuck do they have such a good team and not have insane cap problems all the time?
I think it's just that the media doesn't focus on them. That
Because they're a smaller
no,
market.
they-
They're a
I think
smaller market
that
team.
everybody's freaking out about
I
Toronto's
was gonna
cap
say, I
situation. Not
think-
to turn this into Mitch
No,
Marner
but
talk.
I think you're saying that from a Toronto perspective, because as a guy from an Ottawa market, Tampa gets, I think, more
More
talk.
coverage than Ottawa, but that's because they're
No,
good.
but they get more.
Oh.
No, but they get more coverage than Pittsburgh or Philly or Rangers,
Well,
because
Pittsburgh
they're good.
is falling off, kind of. That's why.
Yeah, but they still have Crosby, Malkin, and they're
yeah, but they
just
also have an
2
offensive
years.
The
pairing
only
of
reason
Jack
Tampa-
Johnson and what's his fucking name
On where? What?
on Pittsburgh? The worst defensive pairing in the NHL. Jack Johnson and
Oh, it was Hunwick, wasn't it?
no. I'm gonna figure this out.
Remember Matt Hunwick?
Fucking
And
Matt
he got
Hunwick.
replaced by Ron Hainsey.
Okay, well, so
Sorry.
no, it's just say. So, but the Shattenkirk deal is good. Do you think the Andre Vasilevsky deal is too much or just right?
I don't think it's enough.
I-
Andre Vasilevsky is the best goalie in the league. Full stop.
But you could say,
I
but-
disagree
but
with that. When
my-
you get swept in the first round, regardless, like, man, that's a little bit on the goalie, too.
Yeah, but like they won 100. No, sorry, I'm thinking baseball. He won 62 games They won 62 games in the regular
Yeah, and
season.
then they
I
got
don't.
swept in the first round.
Yeah,
So that literally
that was a
last
whole
season
team
meant shit to them. Literally nothing. They were going in the playoffs going so hard. They were like, we're going to fucking kill this shit. 62 wins, fucking record season. Let's go.
and then
fucking
who knocks
sweet.
on the door?
Columbus.
John
Panarin.
Tortorella.
Man, John Tortorella must have given the most hype first intermission speech at that in the first game just to make them fucking sweep from there.
John
Oh, yeah.
Tortorella just came in, kicked the door down, kicked the garbage can out. Fucking embarrassing.
And Panarin's like, yeah, boys,
no,
like,
he-
we gotta get good.
Yeah, no. Tortorella definitely Billy Bean that shit in the clubhouse or in the locker room,
Billy
and
Bean.
they were Moneyball, great movie, and they were hyped up afterwards. I'm ever since Carey Price, I've been hesitant about giving goalies
A lot of money.
8-year deals, like long-term deals. I don't like if you want to do a 3-year at like 11 million, that's cool. It's only 3 years. It's just when you are
It's hard.
hooked on a goaltender that long, it's hard, and they can't move him.
No, but it's really hard for teams, but also the goalies, because the goalies want those 8 years. Because the goalie's like, I'm taking 8 years. If you sign me for 3, like, it's either gonna be like $20 million or I'm not gonna sign. You know what I mean? Because that's fucking stupid. Like, for a goalie, you don't want to sign a 3-year deal. Like, speaking from like experience, well, not really experience of signing contracts or anything, but knowing that I want to be equal, because each player wants to sign an 8-year contract. If you have a good prospect, and you have the option of signing them to 8 years or 5 years, and it's going to be like similar price for you, like go for the 8 years. You get 3 extra years of them. Probably going to be a good prospect. If they turn out shit, like bad luck, but it happens. And you have fucking 23, 24 skaters on the team. No, you have 23 actual skaters on the team, and then 2 goalies. And you only have 2 goalies compared to the skaters. So all your skaters are signed to like way longer term deals. And the goalies want those, but every goalie that signs a long term deal, I find like they just like fall off and they're not worth that much. Like signing an $11 million a year plus for a goalie, or like 10 million plus for a goalie, is super risky.
Which I think is totally crazy considering the fact that the goalie is the most important position.
Yeah, but that's why you have to replace it if something happens.
And the fact that it's most important is also because the depth chart is so low. If you have a forward not playing well, you can hide him on the third line. You can do stuff. If you're a goalie, it's either, and he's worth that much, he's either playing or he's on the bench, and that's not good.
No, yeah, 100%.
If you're paying someone $10 million a year and they're sitting on your bench or in your like they can't be in the minors.
They can't be in the minors.
Well, like, they could.
Well,
like no one's gonna like not claim them off waivers unless they're playing like shit.
Yeah.
Like if you're paying $10 million and you get sent down on the minors, like, dude, you shouldn't be in the fucking show anymore.
But I don't think, even though they did collapse Tampa Bay in the Stanley Cup, in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs,
in the Stanley Cup final,
I just kind of programmed it into my brain all last year that they were gonna win, the league.
Yeah, but, I did that with my fantasy, unfortunately.
I think everybody did.
Every person.
But you can't discount the fact that they did win 62 games in the regular season. Well, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. It's still an incredible accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
And it means that they're fucking good players, right?
Yeah, they're
Vasilevsky's
great
an
players.
incredible goalie. Do you remember when he played the Leafs and he whacked the puck with the
Dude,
back
I
of
don't
his
wanna
leg
talk- I don't wanna talk about
and
it.
he kicked it? Like, Vasilevsky, ridiculous.
And
He's
he
a robot.
always does that behind the back glove save. It's like, dude, you don't have to do that. Just use your blocker. Like you have the other side of your body. But he's like, nah, I'm just gonna be a dick. And then he does that shit, and it works every fucking time he does it. It's not like they show him missing those because he doesn't try it if he's not gonna catch it. Because he's so good.
So, like, he does deserve. He
deserves the
deserve
money.
to make that money.
But it's so
But
risky.
it's risky.
Still.
But
Which-
knowing Tampa, it's going to work off. He's going to become a Vezina Trophy winner every single year.
Or no, they're gonna trade him, and then there's gonna be a new goalie system, like what happened with
Like
Ben
Louis
Bishop,
Domingue.
and Ben Bishop too. Like they're gonna trade him once he's not like at his peak, and then he's gonna fall to shit immediately, and then maybe have a bounce back year like 3 years later. Ben Bishop.
And they still need to sign Braden Point. It's going to be an interesting summer for Tampa. Everyone's apparently waiting for Mitch Marner.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit about Braden Point, like
Well-
because big markets.
Well, I'll keep the Leafs talk to this. Will Marner be signed
Starting
October 3rd.
by
like starting day, like that's when our
by
first game
by,
is.
by opening
That's my
night?
guess. He's going to sign.
So he's not gonna have any preseason.
Nope.
And he's just gonna go right into the lineup.
Yep.
You think, or do you think
He
gotta
won't
keep
go
him
right
out
in the
for-
lineup. Babcock will not allow that.
Yeah,
you
he
mean,
would.
did you see the picture
You
of
think
him
they're
and
not gonna
Dubas?
put Marner in instead? Like, if you have the option to put Marner in your lineup, or like
Pontus Aberg.
anybody else, even if Marner's hasn't played, he's still been like kind of training. But even if he hasn't played a game against NHL players yet, he's still worth more than any fourth or third line guy that you're putting out
I'm not
there.
arguing that. I'm just devil's advocate from a Mike Babcock point of view.
But I don't think it'll be Babcock's choice. Like, it'll be his choice, but Dubas is like, we signed him, put him in the fucking lineup. You're not going to have opening day having Mitch Marner available. Imagine having, like, the fans, like, you signed Mitch Marner that day, and he doesn't play.
I don't think he'll get as many minutes as he probably would have because he didn't get the.
Oh, yeah, Matt,
that's-
he'll
preseason.
hold
That's
his minutes,
fair.
but they're not going to not put him in the lineup
All right,
if he's
that's
available.
fair. I can see that. All right, that's fair. All right, let's move on to a NHL Network top 20 list because everybody loves lists.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the top 20 centers of the current crops. It's basing on, I guess, the incoming season. Who are the top 20 centermen? Who do you think they have first, McDavid or Crosby?
McDavid.
McDavid.
Okay, have McDavid first, then Crosby, McKinnon 3,
Oh, okay.
Barkov 4, and
Barkov.
Tavares
Oh,
rounded
yeah.
out the top 5.
5, and then
Matthews
is
6, but Bergeron 7,
Seven, yeah,
Stamkos 8, Shifley 9,
Mark freaking Scheifele.
Braden Point 10. And then,
Braden Point's 10.
and then the next 10 are in order Seguin.
Wait, so
O'Ro-
wait.
No,
Hold on.
I'll
Can I
I'll
just
do,
wait? Can I ask a question about the Braden Point thing first?
No.
No. Braden Point's above Steven Stamkos on the top 20 centers already.
No.
No.
Stamkos is
Stamkos is 8.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run down the rest of the list, starting from Tyler Seguin at 11. So Seguin is 11. O'Reilly, Malkin, Aho, Eichel,
Eichel?
Kuznetsov, Couture, Backstrom,
Okay.
Monahan, Pedersen. So, to me, there are 2 people missing from this list. One blatantly bad, and one there could be a discussion. Leon Draisaitl is not on this list, and Sean Monahan is, and Elias Pedersen is. That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh yeah,
And-
Draisaitl. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking more like
Claude
West
Giroux,
Coast.
and I think Claude Giroux
South.
deserves a discussion, but Draisaitl is abhorrent on the fact that he's not
What
on
about
this
Taylor
list.
Hall?
Yeah,
Taylor Hall's a winger, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh no, he's a winger. No,
was
my
gonna
bad.
say.
I'm thinking about what about Joe Thornton? Like maybe not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
But
I
like
don't.
he still puts up points, man. He's still sick.
Okay, but
Like,
so
I'd
top.
have him above Couture.
Do you guys have top
yeah, 100%. I'd
Yeah.
put him over Couture.
Couture?
I don't know. Couture's kind of underrated.
Couture and
about
Monahan. I don't think deserve to be that high up. Pavelski is not on that list. He had 64 points, -4.
And Couture only had 70. Like that's not that big of a
But
difference.
he was
points.
minus. Yeah, Malkin was a -25, and he.
That's because he played on Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I'm just saying. And Eichel is -11. And I know
played
I know
on
plus minus
Buffalo.
isn't that big a deal. I
It's like
still
it's a
take
team
into
stat,
account.
I think.
It is 100% a
Mostly.
team stat.
Like depends. Your first 2 lines and your second 2 lines can have very different plus minuses. If your first 2 lines are good, they're not going to let in goals, and then your second 2 lines are going to be shit. They'll let in all the goals.
But so
Yeah.
top 5, do you agree with in the order? McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon, Barkov, Tavares.
I think Barkov's a little high, but
Yeah. No, honestly, no.
after everyone's saying that he is that he's underrated, that they then
And
went
now
and
he's
put
so
him at 4.
overrated.
Yeah.
And fucking,
I don't
I
know.
don't like as much as I love Tavares. I think Matthews is better than him.
And
The only reason Tavares was so good last year because he had Mitch Marner on his.
I just
Completely
don't
disagree
know.
with that fact. I think that Mitch Marner heavily benefited off John Tavares.
both. Man, who set up all of John Tavares' 47 goals?
Yeah, but they also had a player like Zach Hyman who didn't really pick up any other points. So it's not like the individual effort of Mitch Marner made all of the players around him better. I would argue.
No, but their
That-
chemistry together was so good.
I would argue that players had to respect John Tavares more, giving Mitch Marner more time to set up, which is a cost benefit for both of them. It makes both players better.
Do you think that if Mitch Marner was on a line with Matthews, it wouldn't be as effective to Matthews as it is to
Yes.
John Tavares? Or sorry, to Mitch. You're saying that John Tavares is more beneficial to Mitch Marner than Matthews would be?
Yeah, because I think
But I think Mitch
John
Marner is
Tavares'
more-
style fits how
he's crashing
Mitch
bang
Marner
more.
fits how Mitch Marner plays 100%. John Tavares has an innate ability to find where the puck is going to go.
like in front of the net. Like
He's
always bangs it
one
in
of the
just
best
anywhere.
players I've ever seen be able to do that.
We lost James Van Riemsdyk, and then we got John Tavares, who did exactly what James Van Riemsdyk was doing last year, and then plus like ×2 because he's way better hand-eye coordination.
Tavares scored what, 37 or 47?
47.
47
47
points.
goals.
For goals. Sorry, yes.
And most of them were assisted by Mitch Marner, who with the primary assist on it.
it's a dynamic duo that I don't want to split up ever.
Like never once
And I love that both players are on my team.
is
But I think that the 30 point jump in Mitch Marner's play is way more
also
to
I
do
think,
with John
but
Tavares.
watching him play this year and watching him play the year before, he looked way better this year than he did the year before. Like his jump, like his learning spike, just like he was like he's like an exponential growth. You know what I mean? Like it went like this, and then he just shot up this year. It went to crazy.
Well, that's usually how it works with 21-year-olds, where they grow so much and so much.
Well, like Matthews, like he's been progressively getting better, but like he went 40 goals first season, 34, and then like he kind of plateaued on his goal, but like he's getting better. Like he plays less games, and he was a point per game player this year,
More.
1.01 or something.
1.07.
Oh, like he's a point per game player. That's point per game,
And he only had 12 penalty minutes.
because he doesn't take penalties, because he's so fast and he's strong on the puck. Like he doesn't get caught. John Tavares does not have the speed Matthews has, and he doesn't have the shot that Matthews has, which is why I think for a power play scenario, Matthews might be more beneficial to a power play because he's better at carrying the puck. But John Tavares, I agree, his style does give Mitch Marner the room that he needs, because you know that when Mitch Marner has the puck, they still have to cover John Tavares, so it gives him that space. I see what you mean. I agree with that.
And I don't want to this is not from a Sens perspective. I'm just wondering, are Bergeron and Stamkos both worse than both Tavares and Matthews?
Stamkos and who's the second? Sorry?
Bergeron.
I think
Because they're-
Bergeron and Matthews. I think Bergeron should probably still be in front of Matthews.
I think Bergeron is more developed on the other side of the puck,
Yeah.
but Austin Matthews scores goals like nobody's business.
But
He's-
that is in part because
Yeah, but-
he plays on the same team as Tavares. We have to split the defensemen.
yeah, but Austin Matthews before John Tavares came onto the team,
Yes.
had the most even strength goals of any player
Stills.
in the NHL.
No, stills.
No, I know, but before
Oh yeah.
before he
In
had
his
the
first
most
3
even
years.
strength goals of any player in the NHL since he came into the league.
And he
Okay.
does not get the same amount of 5-on-5 minutes that a lot of other forwards do.
And
that are
Babcock's
also goal scorers.
and Babcock said he's going to play him just about 18 minutes a night this year again.
Which that also just helps because when you're
Maybe
playing, you're
during.
on more
I
versus
hope he
say
does that
20
during the
minutes.
regular season and then the playoffs. It's like 25. Because honestly, man, if you have a player like that, bag skate the fuck out of him until he can't move anymore.
John Tavares 30 minutes, Austin Matthews 30 minutes. Fuck the other two lines.
Like, you don't even need other
Yeah,
lines.
like, well, with Kadri gone,
Well, like-
there's no sentimentalness. It's just
Well-
those two only.
What are we saying for our third line center? Is Nylander gonna go center, or is he gonna
No.
wing Matthews again?
If
he
if he plays third line center, I'm going to blow a gasket. It'll be a waste of talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super reasonable.
All right.
Yeah.
Are there any other things from this list that I got? Kuznetsov 16, Kocher 17, Monahan 19, and Pedersen 20. I just don't think that they should be ahead of
Yeah, no, Monahan, Pedersen's like those are fucking.
ahead of Draisaitl, ahead of Claude Giroux. They're both not on the list. Jonathan Taves is still a good player. Lindholm, Hurdle, Duchesne. Like, there's a lot of players who I think these guys are just.
Duchesne isn't cracking that 20 list.
I think
don't-
Malkin is also super
Yeah,
low.
Malkin should be top 10 for sure.
Malkin will forever be the most underrated player in the league because he plays with Sidney
He
Crosby.
didn't even
Yes.
make the NHL top 100 list.
Yeah, but the people who are
That
at
was the most insane thing of all time. Are you kidding me?
But for the people that are ahead of Malkin, I think only Ryan O'Reilly, just when you look at the year as a whole, including playoffs, he deserves to be where he is on the list. And I think Braden Point as well with the year he had. Shifley and Sagan, I think Malkin should be
Blake
ahead of.
Wheeler,
Blake Wheeler's a winger.
I know, but I'm thinking of like Winnipeg right now. Like, fucking what's his name? Like, Shifley's sick, but
I think Shifley really did carry that Winnipeg team, especially because they didn't have the star power that they had in Patrick Laine, who still
Laine
isn't
was
signed.
poo-poo. Who still isn't signed. Emphasis on is not signed.
Could you imagine if the league goes into...
Don't they have one more year?
No.
Because Matthews and Mar... Oh, did they sign their contract the same year, their entry level? Oh, because Mar got drafted, but then he played in the O for that year. I forgot. Because if he signed that year, it would have...
No, he was signed, but he doesn't burn a year of his
Oh, you don't
ELC.
burn the year because...
Until you
he's still
play,
in
I
the
think
O.
it's seven NHL games.
Or AHL.
Which is why Marner, or Nylander rather, had to...
That makes sense.
Had
'cause
to
he
use
was,
it up.
Yeah, he was a year before. That makes sense. Because he played in the NHL/AHL for that one season. That was poo.
All right, well, are you guys ready to face off now?
Like, no, but all right.
It's a 3-round quizzes. Even if someone wins the first 2, I still want to do the third round just because I kind of want to see what happens.
I don't know what the Fine Bros is, so like...
Well, okay, it was a way of explaining what it's going to do, but it's easy enough anyway. So, the first round going to do same as we did.
Sorry.
You okay, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. First round, we're going to do the same thing as what we did last episode with Declan. I have a chess clock set up, so these guys don't have to do timers on their own.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Ian, because he's to my left, player 1. It
You should
keeps it
you
easy
should,
that way.
You should flip the computer around so we can see the timer.
No,
No.
because I have the list that I need on this.
Facts.
I don't want to know how much time I
Yeah,
have.
I'll just tell you when one person's up. So, I have in front of me the top 50 players have the most penalty minutes that are active.
Okay.
That's it. Just active players,
Okay.
penalty minutes. You have to guess if they're in the top 50. It's a
Okay.
wide range.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Ian's going first because he's player 1 to my left.
Okay.
I
I have one right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think do we have the same one? I have 2.
I have 2 immediately, yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
it's the same people.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, Go.
Tom Wilson.
Yes.
Ryan Reeves.
Ooh. Yes.
I want to go with Brad Marchand.
Yes.
Kadri. You
No.
gotta be a little bit faster.
No. No.
Who takes a lot of penalties? JVR. Is JVR up there?
JVR is not.
Andrew Shaw.
Andrew Shaw is not. No. I'm also not sure he's active anymore.
Big L.
David Engelin. Zdeno Chara.
Yes.
That was what I was gonna say.
Which one? Engelin or
Chara.
Thornton.
Joe. Yes.
Fuck.
Mic drop.
Who've just been around forever?
That's what I'm just picking. Old
That's what you
players.
should be doing.
Like, dude, there's such
Dude!
an obvious one.
Bergeron. No. Fucking.
He doesn't take penalties.
Yeah, guy's a fucking saint. Buddy, I'm blanking.
I'm thinking
name
of
a
big
player.
One. Like,
Literally.
there's like it's 50 players, and like you have a very high chance of getting it if they're above the age of 25.
You have 1 second. Done.
Okay, can I guess another
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
I want to guess Patrick Marleau.
Ooh.
He should be. Well, like if he doesn't get penalties for
No.
Who was
no,
number
No.
one?
Chara.
Okay.
Second is a guy named
knew.
Cody McLeod.
I don't know.
But next up, Dion Phaneuf.
Oh,
And now-
Is active.
And now comes the all the players that are just active and been around forever. Corey Perry, Milan Lucic, Wayne
Fucking
Simmons,
Perry.
Brooks
yeah, I had
Orpik,
Lucic in the. in the
Kessler,
chamber.
Malkin, Getzlaff, Evander Kane, Brent Seabrook, Sidney Crosby,
I couldn't think of old players.
Nick Foligno,
Yeah, you were just blanking. I would like
Ovechkin.
Mark
Ovechkin.
Scheifele
Yeah,
was at the front of my head.
PK
and I knew
Subban.
It wasn't him.
just Shifley.
PK Subban, Shea Weber, Duncan Keith, Drew
How many
Doughty.
seconds did I have left to win?
You're like 48.
Okay, I was like, how long did I have to think?
You had
for
a
my
long.
answers?
All right. So, round one goes to Ian. Now, round two is going to
This
be.
is the worst fucking thing I ever saw. That was funny.
All right, round two. We are doing. Here is.
Colton Orr.
Colton Orr. Is there Carlson on the list? Probably. Drew Doughty would be on that list.
He was. He was in the last 5 players, but he
Fuck
was.
me.
Here are a list
Just old
of,
players.
in no particular, actually no, it's in alphabetical order, kind of, the teams with the most Stanley Cups. You are going to have 90 seconds.
Okay.
You have to put them in order from most Stanley Cups to least Stanley Cups,
So
starting.
like one is most.
Yes, one
and
is
10 is
most, 10 is least. Start. You have 90 seconds starting now.
Okay. I
Just
think-
so people at home know, the list consists of the Montreal Canadiens, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Boston Bruins, the New York Rangers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Islanders, the Red Wings, the Oilers, the Penguins, and the Devils. And there are no team. The number 10 team has a certain amount, and then number 11 has a lesser amount. So there's no ties. It's just top 10.
I am finished.
Ian is finished.
I think I'm right. I could be wrong.
Declan has.
I know I got my top 2 right, but other than that, I'm a little
half the
iffy.
time left. You top 2 right. That's good.
And I think I got 10.
Okay. The next one's gonna be harder. This is the easy one.
This
was
is like
just
kind of
nice.
tough because
This
like
was-
I don't know the exact amount with some of these, so I'm like
I was thinking of doing exact
Guesstimating.
amount for like a second point, but I figured
I
not.
couldn't get it if it was exact.
Well, no, I would do exact amount plus. or
I'm not
minus
changing my
1.
answers. I'm just looking at Declan's because I
Yeah,
just want to know what he's saying.
I'll
Like have it.
I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
take Ian's.
Very wrong.
I think mine's wrong, but we'll see.
I think mine is super
All right.
wrong.
He is done with 10 seconds to spare.
My handwriting is horrible.
Well, mine's
I'm sorry,
even worse.
Marshall.
So
Mine's really good.
okay, so is your final list on the right?
On
then?
the right.
Okay, so
I guess same.
the number 1 team was the Montreal Canadiens. You each
Let's go.
got that. I need a pen just so I can tally this.
I think I
Oh,
got.
here-
I think
I
I
got
got the first 3. After that, I took shots in the dark.
I think, man, I put Bruins as third.
No,
The
it's
number-
Detroit.
Oh, fuck.
The number
At least I'm
2
pretty
team
sure.
was the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
You both got that correct.
Boom. Let's go.
The number 3 team are the Detroit Red Wings.
Damn, I didn't get that one.
Declan got that right. Ian not. Number 4 was Boston.
Oh, I had
which-
Boston as
Ian got
3.
right. Declan got right.
I
Ian
put
did not.
Boston as 3, and I was like, "Fuck, it's Detroit." I knew this.
Number
Detroit
5.
is 13.
Chicago Blackhawks.
No,
Really?
did not
Neither
get that
one
right.
of you
I
got.
think
He was Declan. Ian was close.
I had them as 6.
Number
I had
6.
7.
The Edmonton Oilers.
Man, that fucks me because like those were the ones I was a little bit off
Yeah,
about.
and if you get one wrong,
If you got one
you
wrong,
get
it
at
ruined
least-
all the rest
you get,
of
You get
them.
at least 2 wrong, which can fuck it all up.
So I got 4 wrong.
You had Edmonton number 3 overall. I'm wondering about
No,
that.
it's 5. Detroit is
oh.
number 3.
I had Edmonton 4.
You have 2 3s there, bud.
No, that's a 5. My handwriting is just bad.
Okay.
So you got Edmonton.
No, Edmonton was
no.
6. They
Oh,
have
okay.
5 cups, but they're number 6. Number
Oh.
7 overall,
The Islanders.
Ian got right.
Let's
Pittsburgh.
go! I knew it because I knew the Islanders have the least. I'm pretty sure.
The Rangers are number 8.
Let's go!
It is now tied up.
You won.
Number 9. No.
Really?
Islanders are 9. New Jersey's 10.
Oh!
Islanders and Rangers each have 4.
We tied.
I was 50-50 about the Rangers or the Devils Islanders on who's gonna be last.
We tied.
Shit, we tied.
All right, so you tie.
job.
So now we go on to the third round because we actually do need a tiebreaker.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, is it really? Because
Oh,
I won
actually,
the
yeah.
first
So I
one,
guess if
and then
Ian
we
wins
tied.
this-
so it's
So I
like
have to- so I
3
have to
points,
win.
1 point.
I have to
No,
win this.
Yeah, you have to win for it to be tied.
Yeah, if you win, then I have to come up with a tiebreaker on the spot real quick. I'll just
just a
I'll,
question.
I'll just pull
A
pull up
random
a
ass
player.
question.
No, I'll pull a player. So here's a blank sheet for each of you. What I'm now going to do, it's not going to be timed. I'm just going to go. We're going to go one at a time, and then you'll have 30 seconds to redo things. So maybe we just make 1 to 10 on your own.
Of what?
Just 1 to 10. Just do 1, 2, like all the way. So, what I'm going to be giving to you in a random order, the order of teams who entered league by oldest to newest. These are not the oldest or the newest. This is just going to be 10 teams, and you're going to have to place them in the order of which they entered the NHL.
So you're giving me a list. So should I put like the teams?
You
on
should,
the
you
side?
can put the teams on the side if you want, and then
Okay,
you
yeah.
can add them later. But I'm just going to do it one at a time this way, so it's not as time.
Okay, this
So,
is hard.
It's not. It is, but it isn't. It's gonna.
Yeah, but I don't know exact years, so I'm
You don't
gonna be
need
like
years.
roughly. But it's gonna be weird because if 2 are similar years, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Okay. So, the first team I'm going to give you are the New York Rangers.
I'm just doing. Yeah.
Now we have the Vancouver Canucks, the Washington Capitals, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Montreal Canadiens, the Boston Bruins,
Wait, what if? Oh, never mind.
the New York Islanders, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Nashville Predators, San Jose, and Washington.
Wait, that's
You said
11.
Washington twice.
Then that's San Jose.
Okay.
Do you have 10?
Yeah, we got 10.
Okay. So I will now
So
give you
1 is oldest, 10 is newest.
yes.
Okay.
I will now give you 30 seconds to list them now.
Okay.
Starting go.
This is tough.
I'll give you some
got
hints. I'll
missing
just
a
give some
team.
random hints. The oldest team,
yeah, I know who the
1909.
fuck that oldest team is. Don't
The
give me the
youngest
oldest
team is 1998. There were 3 teams from the 90s.
Marshall, I think I'm missing a team. Can you run through them again?
Boston. Okay, I'll just stop it for a second. Boston, Flyers, Islanders, Sharks, Predators, Canadians, Rangers, Canucks, Capitals, Lightning.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start again.
Okay, I finished.
All right, Declan, you have. I'll give you another 20 seconds.
What? I got 30 total. He got like 2 minutes. I switched. I have an arrow, and 2 of them I want to switch. So like you know which ones are gonna switch.
The arrows, so
The
it's
arrow,
where
so
they
it's like the
are
other
where they
way.
want to go. Okay,
Yeah. Because I wrote it.
Declan, you have 5 seconds.
I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm probably so off. Oh wait, can I one more thing?
Okay, Declan, I need your piece of paper. Okay, yeah, I'll let Ian do this
There
as
you
long
go.
as
Fuck
Declan's
it.
not. No, Declan's not done.
No,
so
that's
I'll
it,
give.
That's it. That's
No,
what I
I'll let
wanted to
Declan do that since Ian changed it real quick. Declan, you have 15 seconds.
Man, if my switches ruin my order, I'm gonna be pissed.
You have 5
so
seconds.
many arrows.
Dear Lord God, help
Because
me.
I have no fucking clue.
I'm pretty.
This
I
is
think
not
I'm pretty
what-
accurate.
This is not the one that I'm good at.
Oh, is New York before Boston?
I don't think so. No, 100% not.
Montreal is first. I'm glad both you guys got that. That's a point to each.
Yay.
Boston is second.
Which one's your...
I have
had New
the
York.
Rangers second.
The Rangers are
rip.
third. That's
Wow.
3 in a row now for
Killing
Ian.
this.
I lost.
The fourth team is Philly. Yeah, that Ian's good at this.
No, did I say
After that-
the Islanders?
I can't even read your
I
writing.
don't fucking know.
You-
I didn't
Yeah,
win.
you said Islanders.
Tampa's not that old, buddy. Tampa came in 1992.
Oh,
You
well,
have them as fifth.
I should have kept it as 8th.
The fifth team, who do you have as
No fucking clue.
1,
I think Vancouver. Maybe
5,
Philadelphia.
6? You have Vancouver as 5. That's actually correct.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, I have them as 6.
Fucking rights, buddy.
Number 6 are the Islanders.
Damn it.
I don't have the Islanders.
No, you don't.
And then I fucked up with Vancouver
Number
there
7
too.
is Washington.
Oh, I have that.
He has that
Let's
correct.
go.
He had San Jose. Number 8 was San Jose. He had them at 9.
Damn it.
Number 9 was Tampa.
Tampa and then Nashville. Fuck.
And then Nashville was.
I knew Nashville was last.
So,
So you're doing trivia next
Ian
week.
won.
Let's go.
Ian now
I'm
has-
killing
Ian
this
is in charge
shit.
of trivia. All right, so maybe the last one's a little complicated, but I think the first 2 went well. I think having that. I think just having the list already pre-made for you guys is easier.
Yeah, that was.
So if I do that again, I'll have that done up. And that was close on the first one.
I also think we had a better round of
I don't know what you're talking
the
about.
first one.
Oh, yeah. When it went back and forth and
Yeah.
you're just dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just dumb.
Yeah,
You did
you-
better this time. You figured out the clock.
Yeah, I didn't know how it worked, dog. I was so confused.
Yeah, I think also it's easier because I think next time not to do 50 because it's too many names to look through if you guess
Yeah.
one. Just do like top 20 because then that's easier.
That's harder, though, because you don't have the same amount of players.
Which
but
helps.
like which helps. Like, well, it's harder for us.
It helps the clock tick a little quicker.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Before we go, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who listen. Our last episode was the most listened to episode ever. and
Really?
It was. With 28, Adam Kiprios passed the Ottawa Blue Jackets that had 26. So for an off-season podcast to get as many downloads as it did, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. It really helps. We have viewers in Australia now, which is awesome. 11 downloads in New South Wales. So
Hopefully my boy Jamie listens to this podcast. Let's go. Shout out to Meadows. It's my golf course.
so awesome. That's
Wait,
awesome.
what's the golf course?
It's called Meadows Golf and Country Club.
Well, we'll look that up now as we finish the podcast.
So thank you everybody who downloads, listens, shares, whatever. We do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Going into our second year, we are very excited.
And we're going to be
Ah.
starting up earlier than last year. Last year, our first episode was on opening night.
Preseason.
Now we're going to be doing probably
Preseasons?
once every 2 weeks in the preseason, at least. And we'll do a pre-episode, and then we'll do the day of episode.
Yep, we should be back around September 3rd or 4th. I'm back in Ottawa, I think on September 2nd. So in the coming days after we get back, we'll definitely record an episode, get it back out to you. But this has been the summer, boys. The off season's almost over.
Oh, I'm so excited for hockey to start. I've been craving it. I've been only playing Chell because I just want hockey, man. I miss it.
You're an addict. You need help.
Yeah.
For Declan DeBarp and Ian Blumenthal, I am Marshall Healy. Thank you. See you next time.
Good night, guys.
Good morning. Follow your hosts on Twitter at DeBarp14, at Ian_Blumenthal, and at Marshall Healy. Don't forget to follow the podcast at Real Good Procast.